Hi there. Rainbows are all gone now, so I've turned on the lights. And this is another entry in the O series. This is from November 2nd, not too long ago. The second of that day, Mayan day for Lord, light or sun. And it's called Carving Out Your Space or Being the House. And as usual, I don't remember what I wrote, so here we go. My heart is still being powerfully affected, is expanding out into love. I don't know why, nor care very much. Why would it matter? Love just is, and we are blessed to sense it in any way. This heart response is to people. The comments I receive and the messages are lately ever so deep, so perceptive, and so wonderful. They are heart-filled and from such sincere souls. I am so blessed to be linked up with all of you this way. Now, what have I to say? Maybe nothing. The heart, it is flowing. The link-ups being made, though. Maybe this is enough. I don't know. I would encourage all of us to remain often and always in heart. Though it may seem strange for a time to think you can function from there as optimally as you could from the mind, well, you may be surprised, but you'll find this is so. And on those times when you find yourself so deeply immersed in heart that your mental functioning is definitely not so sharp as what you're used to relying on, well, relax into that. If you can, then just choose to let it be. Observe that as the stray thought it really is, with no power to coerce your belief. Yes, there is a certain amount of surrendering that will eventually go on if you stay true to the path of the heart. You have concepts of self, we all do, of what is optimal functioning, what is efficient, what is useful, what is smart, and all of the rest. Those, being every one of them mind-based, will hit the dust later, if not sooner. They're quite shallow next to the new way you're being shown you can function. It's rather like establishing a new center of gravity, maybe. One feels off balance for a while, but it passes. That it passes may seem cold comfort for the very real discomfort that comes. This discomfort is quite proportionate to the level of belief vested in the relevant thought being deconstructed. It just depends on how deep you're doing that reconstruction of the deconstruction of the self and reconstruction. I mean, it all goes on, and a lot of it simultaneously. Well, deconstructing and reconstructing more the ideas than anything real. Thoughts may seem to be ephemeral things, but not so when you tackle their results, your belief in the lies used to create the sense of self. All of us were given as our bricks and mortar quite faulty propositions regarding what is real and what is not. Seems it's just a part of 3D life in the time we chose to incarnate. Couldn't be helped. So, to stay in heart is to realize full well that no blame need be placed anywhere or on anyone for this. It just happened. It just is what it is. Why fight with the reality of that? Utter nonsense and a waste of energy, only to be led down false pathways if we take that match on. So, let's stay in heart. where there's no blame ever. Not one bit. Many thoughts and beliefs must be let go of, though, before we can enter down this deeply into heart. The belief that we are a person, a separate entity, may be the first one that must go. As long as we retain belief in subjects and objects, in separation, then the tendency to blame will erupt. It just seems natural to that way of seeing. It's built right in. Next comes the belief in good and evil, in right and wrong. Many do seem to get stuck on that one, not seeing that this is belief in duality, in the reality of separation that isn't even real. All is one, and not just philosophically, but honest to goodness one. Everything is. Much junk must be cleared out of the way, though, before this one can be deeply let in, allowed to exist. You wouldn't consider taking a good punch at your own face, would you? Well, if all is well and truly one, then when you reach out to punch another, that's just what you're doing. You're just punching you. Oh, true, it may take a little while for what goes around to come around and for you to get the full realization of this. But you can shortcut that and find it out in heart. Okay, but it's coming nonetheless, and the only thing between you and it is time. And we know how real that nonsense is, don't we? Well, if you don't, then get to work on it, as time is fast slipping away, and it will be gone, and gone literally, ever so soon. Then you'll know instantly. You'll feel that punch as it is landing right on your own nose. This all is oneness changes everything, you know. It really does. That's you there, starving in Africa, or sick in Botswana, Congo, or Bali. There is no other but you anywhere. Your heart is the one heart of the whole world, of all of cosmos, actually. But it's fine to stick with just the world for now. It's a bit disconcerting, expanding like this. Actually, let's make it more real. I am the light of the world. I am the heart of the world. You can say this. Let's start, however, with just you, your house or apartment, and the small piece of nature that surrounds this. Let's enter into this and bring to our realization the truth that I am that I really and truly am all of that. Are you with me? Okay, become the floor right there where you are. Just place your attention there, enter into it, expand out across the expanse of it, and be the floor. Feel the weight of the various furniture, the things that are placed, that are resting upon it. Feel the coldness. Feel the sure, firm solidness that is the floor. Now feel the floor covering as well, the carpet or rug if there is one. Feel into that. Just place your attention into it. You will, now if you center in heart first, it's much easier. Don't do this from head. Just be in your heart, and that's your gateway, your portal into unifying and feeling oneness with everything. Okay, as you do this, you will get a sense of it, of the state of it. If the carpet could use a vacuuming, you will sense the little bits and pieces of stuff everywhere within it. You'll just feel these, and remember, you are them as well. You are not outside looking in. You are that. Okay. There are likely walls all around where you are. Now expand up into those you can see. Feel the uprightness of that. Feel where the wall separates, makes room for the windows to have place. Feel the interior hollowness of their construction. Enter the skeletal structure of timbers that provide support for the wallboard for the exterior of the house. Feel the nails. Feel the solid structure of that, yet all those air spaces, the insulation and all. And feel the contrast between what it feels like to be a wall and what it feels like to be a floor. If you're really into this, you might even discover where termites are munching on the wood. And you'll feel the insulation as well. Remember, you're not on the outside looking in. You are that. You sense it as you, as expanded senses, as expanded body. Now, some of you have already followed those structures up to the beams across the ceiling into the roof. The walls quite naturally form a oneness with the roof up above. Get the sense of that up there, forming its protective shelter above the head of the body seated in the room down below. You're up there.